Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jurassic June, an entire month dedicated to the Jurassic franchise. Once more, as this month rolls around, we'll have a lot of fun to celebrate during this period of the year. However, this time around, it seems to be something slightly different. It seems as though Jurassic June might be a little bit more serious this time around than compared to the previous years. And today, we're going to be discussing just that. But June isn't just a month about dinosaurs and Jurassic. June is a month that's also important for another thing. June is the month of men's mental health awareness. Up to 1 billion people across the world are reported to suffer with mental health issues, a minority of which comes from men, as it's expected that 40% of men decide not to talk about their problems, especially the ones that are currently affecting them seriously. I understand that us men may not always want to talk about how we feel, myself included, but sometimes it does a world of good if you do. Take this as your sign today that you are destined to watch this video if you are suffering with any issue. Reach out to someone you trust, and if you don't feel like you have that someone, then there are plenty of helplines that you can find online. You are not alone. Seek help and be strong. There are genuinely people out there who care about you, some of which you may not have met just yet in life. So please, if you are ever struggling, reach out to someone. Even just leaving a comment under this video to vent out your frustrations can help a lot. You're more than welcome to. You're strong and you deserve to be happy, no matter what your thoughts may tell you. Stay strong and stay happy. Let's make that your goal for today, and the next day, and so on. Believe in yourself. But for now, let's make sure you also get your daily dose of Jurassic content in, as we have lots to speculate about the upcoming month for Jurassic June. So why do I think that we have something more to talk about when it comes to Jurassic June of 2024? Well, Jurassic June is just a month where us Jurassic fans kind of just come together, celebrate the franchise, and just enjoy our time, share our favourite moments throughout the franchise, and as we eventually do start getting more Jurassic media, we have more to talk about as the years go on. But this time around, it seems like Jurassic June seems to be a little bit bigger than previous. However, I might be looking into this just a little bit too much. Why do I think that? Well, I'm basing all of this theory on a logo change. Yep, I know, crazy of me. But it does seem as though the moment June came about, I think every single social media platform for the Jurassic World official channels, they have changed their logos and profile banners to be in the Jurassic June logo. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think we've ever seen something like that before. So it does make me think, why are they suddenly taking an interest in Jurassic June? Because last year, sure, they announced Jurassic June, they spoke about it, not really too much happened, okay, especially in a 30th anniversary, it's a bit weird. And even the previous year, Jurassic June happened, but we also had Jurassic World Dominion releasing in that year, so it wasn't too much of a focus, we just had a new movie to focus on instead. So when it comes to 2024, we don't have a new movie, we don't have a new series. So what do we have? Practically nothing. But what we do have is many Jurassic medias releasing in the next 2 years. I think this is probably the most Jurassic content we're ever going to get in 2 years' time, especially based off history. So it does just make me think that they are probably taking this Jurassic June a little bit more seriously, because way back last year in 2023, they didn't really celebrate JP30 as the fans thought they would. And one idea was to have some kind of celebration in Jurassic June. We did have celebrations, but it fell flat basically. It wasn't as good as we were anticipating. So maybe they've learned from their mistakes from last year, and this year might be a bit bigger. But again, I am basing this all off a logo change, and I understand how crazy that does sound. But it makes me think, because they've never really changed their logo for Jurassic June before. The only times that they changed their logo is to celebrate something. They changed it for JP30, they changed it for Jurassic World Dominion, and beforehand, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they changed it for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom as well. Maybe not. But in the recent years, they changed it for the new movie and the 30th anniversary celebration. Not quite for Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory, unfortunately, which would have been cool if they did, but still, it's worth noting that it's interesting that they are changing their banners and their profile pictures to this new Jurassic June logo. So what does that add to us, and what can we expect to see from Jurassic June? Well, if you guys didn't know, June is actually a really good time frame for a lot of these things. Firstly, we're going to discuss the brand new movie, Jurassic 7. At the moment, we have to call it Jurassic 7 because we have no official title. Sure, Jurassic Saga, Jurassic City, those names kind of floated about the internet very recently in the start of the year. However, they did not get a good reception whatsoever. So it just makes you think that they probably will change their logo. But June marks, I guess, around 12 months to 13 months before the movie releases. And typically, around this time, we would have a title by now. So it makes you think that there is a chance that they are setting up an announcement to basically say what Jurassic 7 is going to be titled. Whether it's going to be Jurassic World Extinction, a new Jurassic something title, we don't know at this point in time. The best guess is Jurassic City, but again, that could change, like everything changes in the movie industry. But yes, I do believe since we are around that time frame of the 12 months, 13 months before the movie releases, because I think it's set to release in the last week of June for its first ever worldwide release, and then on July 2nd for the mainland places like UK and America. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do get an announcement of what the title for Jurassic 7 will be sometime this month. So that's one thing, it lines up really well, it's a good time frame, it makes a lot of sense to me. But what's the other thing? Well, as we spoke about quite recently last week, Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2 might actually get an announcement and its first trailer within this month. Why do I think that? Well, to briefly touch up on what we said in the video, which I highly recommend you guys go and check out by the way, a Season 2 seems very likely to happen in or around August and September time, based on many factors and evidence that I did provide within my video. And when we do the math based off Camp Cretaceous and also Chaos Theory Season 1, it seems ever so likely that if there was a release date for late August, early September for Season 2, around the latter part of June seems to be where we can have our first announcement trailer for Season 2. So that also ties in and adds up really nicely as well, and it just seems like that's, the perfect way to wrap up Jurassic June. Let's say at the start of the year we'll get something for Jurassic Park Survival, which we'll talk about in just a minute. Some way through the middle of this month we'll get an announcement for the title of Jurassic 7, and then to wrap up the month we have Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2 announcement trailer. So we have all of these possibilities, and I think that makes the most sense when it does come to Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 2. But what's the other thing? Jurassic Park Survival. Yeah, what's happened to that? Loads of people have been asking for quite a while. The last update we had is that it was still in development despite the kind of like selling and buying of the company. There were some issues going on, but don't worry, Jurassic Park Survival is still in development and will happen. That's the last we heard of it. We haven't had a trailer since the first one. I think it was on December 8th of 2023. So it's been 7 months, 8 months nearly since all of that. So it's been a long while since we've basically seen anything from this game. No new images, nothing. We can actually preload the game on Xbox right now as well, which is quite interesting. We know that the game is apparently 70 gigabytes in size, which is massive, by the way, absolutely massive. So that's our more recent news. Last week, I think we discovered that. So it's clear that they do plan to maybe give a release date for this video game. Because why else can you download 300 megabytes of the game to preload on your Xbox, have it for sale with an official release date sometime this month? I don't know, just sounds a bit fishy to me. But yeah, we're overdue a new trailer. If it is releasing at the end of the year, we'll probably get some kind of release date announcement, which many people will be listening to eagerly because this game looks incredible. But when can we expect that? Well, it's as soon as literally next week. Yep, you heard me right, literally next week. There is something going on in the Summer Games Festival, which is always going on, every single year by the way, and that's how we got Jurassic World Evolution 2 announced as well, which was very interesting. But this time around, I strongly believe that this is where we are finally going to get a little bit more word and maybe even a glimpse into a more beta version of the game in a new trailer when it comes to the Summer Games Fest on June 7th. So we aren't that far away until June 7th, that's why I believe that we'll get Jurassic Park Survival first this month. Then halfway through we'll get the title for Jurassic 7, and then at the later stage of this month we'll get Chaos Theory Season 2. So to me it just makes a lot of sense. The timelines work out very well for all three of these titles. But what else could we see? Well, let's hope for some random surprises. We've practically got our final trailer for Funko Pop's Funko Fusion video game, which is releasing in September, and will have Jurassic World and Jurassic Park involved, so I doubt we'll get anything new regarding that. But we do know and we can confirm that a kind of Jurassic World Evolution 3 is happening, Whether it's going to be Jurassic World Evolution 3 or it's going to be titled by another name, we don't know at this point. All we know is that Universal and Frontier Developments are working together once again to make a third Jurassic World title. And since Frontier do want to focus more on their park management simulation games going forward, which was in their brief documents that they made public, it seems like this is going to be another park building game, which I'm open to, I'm excited about nonetheless. It's more Jurassic content, but that's why we suspect it will be Jurassic World Evolution 3, but who knows, they might title it something different. This game is expected to release before March of 2026 as well, so 2025, it sounds crazy, it's half a year away, and if it does release in 2025, then, an announcement could be possible, because when we come to the first Evolution game, we had that game announced in August of 2017, and then it released in June of 2018. With Evolution 2, it was slightly a bit more difficult to kind of understand why they decided to announce it in June and then release it in October or November time. It was very difficult because, it's very close and was very different to the first Evolution game. So it could go one or two ways here, but with the new movie coming out next year, and if they want to tie in this game with the new movie, I suspect that maybe this month we might get confirmation that a third title will be happening. But if they do that, then their DLCs might not sell as well, so we just have to keep that in mind as well. Let's just expect maybe some minimal surprises when it comes to Jurassic June as well. Anyways, yeah, this month has the potential to be the biggest Jurassic June there has ever been. What a crazy way to finally take Jurassic June seriously. It's nice to see that Universal seem to be at least taking the upper hand of Jurassic June finally, and not just leaving it up to the fans. But then again, I could be speculating a little too much here, and that a logo change practically doesn't mean anything at all. But either way, it still gives us fans a little bit more hope that something is happening this month. Again, please remember to reach out to someone this month and to check on your guy friends and families and remind them that they are loved and you're there for them no matter what. But please, truly mean it when you say it. And most importantly, make sure you're also staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.